Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. It's Paulie Esther here. I'm sure all of you have seen this by now, but in case you haven't, let's watch this together. I'm really digging the extended version of the music there on this compared to what they put out on Twitter. Music sounds really cool. So good. So it's Natalie Portman from the Black Swan confirmed. Look at these scissors. The scissors stuck inside his flesh covered stick. I hope it's part of the chase music. Me too. These feel tight. What's happening here? I think my challenge is broken here because I tried this a couple of times. Survive while 4 others escape the trial. I had a game where I was stuck at this point. All 3 of my teammates left before me and nothing happened. So I'm gonna try and unselect and reselect. Maybe I should, I don't know. Should I just try something different first and then come back to it? Give this a go and see what happens. I think the game is broken. Is Instant still down for Android? It may very well be. We didn't have a meeting this week, so I didn't get an update. It's unfortunate if it is, because it's been going on for a while now. Oh, by the way, anybody who logged in today and got like a large amount of blood points for an unknown reason, the reason you got those is because they reimbursed us for the amount of Hawkins Laboratory map offerings that we had in our inventory, and once you reach certain thresholds, you got a certain amount of blood points to reimburse you for those lost offerings. I think the minimum anybody got was 100,000, and then if you had more, then you graduated to other levels. I got 600,000, Penzi got 1.6 million, Clusterhead got 4.6 million. I can't even imagine how many Hawkins Lab offerings he must have had. He said he never played one Hawkins Lab offering in his entire life, so he had them all apparently. 4.6 million blood points, but I think the minimum you can get is 100,000. You got 4.2 million? What the heck? Y'all are rich. Is the excitement for the new DLC kicking in yet? Oh yeah. By the way, they started a new thing on Streamloots where they have Streamloots subs. It's in beta right now, so there aren't like a lot of perks that go along with it at the moment. They do intend to expand it more, but they have Streamloots subs, which gives you 5 different reactions that you can play as a subscriber on stream, and they're going to expand it more than that. And the reason that Streamloots thinks that's important is because, like, if you sub on Twitch, if you don't know this, Twitch claims half of the revenue for themselves, and they only give the streamer half. But on the Streamloots sub thing, they're going to give the streamer 80% of the revenue, and it's the same cost basically. So they're like, we're better for streamers. They want to be disruptors and you know, put Twitch's feet to the fire to do more for their streamers. Streamloots always does a great job for streamers, so I don't know where they're gonna go with it, but it's in beta right now. They just started it yesterday, Wednesday maybe. I appreciate all the hype and videos on the teasers, even though you probably saw the insane leaks. Your videos always hype me up. Thank you for them. You're very welcome, Melatonin. Yeah, I took a different approach, and I had a lot of people say, so you're just pretending like that other stuff doesn't exist, and I just approached it in a way that I decided I didn't want to be a part of criminality, potential criminality. You remember a few years ago when there were a bunch of celebrities that got their phones hacked and all of the nudes were gleaned off of them and shared with everyone? And I just thought, you know, it's one thing if the devs show you something. If you're following Chris Evans, Captain America, on Twitter, and one day he accidentally shows you his peen and you see it and he did that to himself, that's one thing. But if somebody hacks into Chris Evans' phone and takes his peen pic and shows it out to the world, that's a different thing entirely. Did Chris Evans post that? Yes, he did. He did. Yes, he really did. I don't know exactly how those images were gathered. It's a couple different scenarios. I don't know if any of them are good. It's either somebody broke their NDA or somebody hacked into the computer system. This isn't data mining. This isn't like a build that's in public on my computer that I can get information out of it. We're talking about actually hacking into the dev builds within their infrastructure. So that's very different. It's like potentially criminal, and people can get sued for liability and sued into the Stone Age. And yeah, I don't want to be any part of that. That's why I drew the line and said, yeah, this is something very different, and I'm not going to acknowledge it. So it's best case scenario. It's an extreme breach of privacy on the behalf of the company. So yeah, I took a very different approach than many other people did. In fact, there were even people who put out fake information about the characters in the chapter are going to work, and they put out this fake info, and people like fell for it and made videos on it, and people told me after, they're like, yeah, that's fake, we made that up. And then they made videos on it. So, you know, buyer beware on some of that stuff. I'm just like, I'm just gonna approach it and enjoy the things that the devs gave us and go in that direction, and not share anything that was potentially gathered in a criminal manner. Criminality's bad. What are you doing? Why are you stabbing me so many times? You're supposed to go and find my friends. This is the social contract that we have with this killer that you picked. You're not supposed to keep going after me. You're supposed to go get somebody else. Didn't you read the Survivor Handbook? They didn't read the Survivor Handbook. I'd like to gather stuff in a criminal manner, not that kind of manner. Yeah, so people said to me, well, you did it with the Ghostface stuff. I'm like, they gave us the Ghostface build. They Chris Evans the Ghostface build and gave it to us. That's very different than Hacker Man pulling the Ghostface build out of their computers, you know, in their offices. Meanwhile, here's how you hack into the Fresno Memorial website. That was put there on purpose. They wanted us to do that. It's very obvious that they wanted people to do that. The hacking. Yeah, those hackers are criminals. Here, watch me hack into the Fresno Memorial website. Hey, let's get rid of the Demogorgon's portal. Oh, wait. Hi. No! No! All right, we gotta go. Hi. Oh, bitch! Can I go to the library, please? Why is the Boon always on the wrong side of the map from me? I'm dead! Stop it! Womp sent me information about an Elvira signing in LA. VHS kind of reminds me of Overwatch and DVD meshed together. I haven't seen too much about it. I've seen like the trailer on the website, and I signed up for the beta, and that's about it. It's Galaxy Pox. We have to talk to Galaxy Pox. We haven't talked to Galaxy Pox in forever.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, Galaxy Pox. Happy Halloween. Just think how many blood points I would have had if people hadn't been sending me to Hawkins all this time. How many blood points did you get, Galaxy?
100K.
Yay!
I probably would have more if I didn't spend a bunch trying to piss off John playing the same map. Not gonna lie, I haven't played it all during Halloween, so I got some catching up to do.
So did you like my analogy where I talked about celebrity nudes?
Yes.
My favorite order from Tim Hortons is a large double-double. Do you like any pastries? I don't normally get donuts from there. Sometimes I'll get like multi-grain bagel toasted with butter, or chocolate glaze is probably my go-to. Krispy Kreme is the king of donuts. We had Krispy Kreme here briefly, but Tim Hortons was too far entrenched, and I think they've all gone out of business. There were a couple locations that tried to make a go of it. It was always fun whenever we would drive by. We go, ooh, the hot light's on. Let's go watch the donuts being made, you know, and then you wind up going home with some, but they couldn't cut it. And at the end of the day, Krispy Kreme was just a donut shop. And the way of the world when Krispy Kreme started to come on the scene here in Canada about 10 years ago, I would say, Tim Hortons was already already thinking further. They weren't calling themselves Tim Hortons Donut Shop anymore. They were calling them Tim Hortons Bakery and Cafe or something. Like they were trying to move on to have other options like sandwiches or soup or chili and things like that, and not just be known as a donut shop. They had already adapted to the world where, you know, fried bread in the form of a donut is bad for you, so don't be eating it every day. So, what did the woman say to Ed when he asked her on a date? No, Ed. 80-hour subathon. What?
Yo, let's do it, Paulie.
No.
Yes.
No. Okay. So were you sleeping on stream at any point? How? How do you stay awake for 80 hours? They're trying to talk me into a 24-hour stream, and I'm like, I slept on stream. Oh my god. So people just watch you sleep? What if you talk in your sleep? What if you have an erotic dream in your sleep? Could you get banned off of Twitch for an erotic dream?
Probably. Depending on what happens.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life